Wonderland headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it. That's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it? Treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we reach week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, Cook. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They match protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back, and make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. No score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they were moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Working with his 2nd and 4. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Henderson running straight ahead. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, this is... Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's Cook again. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw, finding Knox there, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And again, it's Allen. Pushes him over. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. There's some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run it again with Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On the handoff, Henderson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a strong 16 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They run the counter with Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Here's Baker. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both look.
He's got a man complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles. It's a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play. But if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Third and long for Mayfield. Running right through him. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Bills are going to get out of here.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name.